Hello Libras, coming in hot with a love reading for August 1st through the 7th. This reading may not resonate with all of you, but please check your sun, moon, rising, and your possible Venus sign. Also, make sure that you are liking, subscribing, commenting. Let me know if I have resonated with you. Let me know for confirmation. I want to talk to you guys. And then also kind of gauge what audience is coming in. So let's see what Libra's love issues are. Or maybe not even issues, but let's see what's going on. Okay. All right, so everybody is getting, be patient. I don't know what the rush is in relationships, but it just seems like we need to get to the finish line is so that we know we won't get hurt, or we gotta lock this thing down, or whatever it is. But you just gotta remember, it's not a destination, it's an experience. And like I told the other signs, that when you put a destination on your relationship, you are ultimately setting yourself up for failure and an ending. So what you need to make sure and realize is that the movie ends, the weekend ends, the vacation ends, you know, whatever it is, the trip ends. And if you're putting that on your relationship, ultimately it's going to end. So you need it to be an experience, and don't put a limit on it so that you can kind of flow. The relationship issues here have to do with you guys are on different paths. So you guys, there's a lot of people who are on different paths, and they come together to have experiences and share their company with. You guys have different missions. Respect that. You need to be aware of that. Different paths could mean one person is meant to get married and have babies and live in some small town, and the other one's supposed to travel the world, or one is supposed to their work is sacred and that's their mission in this life, and the other person might be something different. Whatever it is, there's so many situations that can come up differently, but you need to remember that you guys are going to have to find a way to make it work if you want it to last. It looks like you guys need to do something fun though. Do something fun. You're bored. That is a really big thing that is coming up. Whether it's going on a road trip, doing something unusual. I even have couples that call me that get readings together. Just something fun, something different, something to liven things up. Little scavenger hunts and buying gifts, or going to a fun restaurant, or a trip. A trip is always fun. That always livens things up. But that's really what needs to happen. Now, eye gazing has come up, and eye gazing is a part of a Sufi named Rumi, and he was a poet, a very romantic person, but he was very, very spiritual, and that was one of his practices. The thing about eye gazing is if you are in a very spiritual relationship, can be a very euphoric feeling to allowing yourself to look into someone's eyes, because the energy exchanges into your body, and you get to really feel that person. If you're not into the really deep spiritual practices, or your partner isn't, just looking each other in the eye can be very effective, because you get a lot of intuitive hits off of that, what they're feeling, and that can kind of help you gauge the chemistry between you guys. Align your life with your dreams. So that's right below different paths, and you really need to figure out what is your dream. And it's going to be different from your partner, but you need to stay authentic to that, because there's no point in stopping what you want to do for a relationship. It's just one sign that shows you that relationship is not meant to happen. Do not sacrifice things for just a relationship. You no longer belong to yourself when you sacrifice that big of a chunk of your life. Someone has trauma blocks, and that is a hard one, but it's totally doable. There is life after abuse. There is life after trauma. I'm one to speak of it, and I help a lot of my clients get past that. Figure out what the triggers are. Figure out why that person has triggered you in that moment. Is it a smell? Is it something they said? Is it tone of voice? Is it body language? Is it words? Certain words can be triggering. Is it that you were feeling and maybe you were feeling their feelings and emotions and that triggered it? Whatever it was has triggered some type of trauma to come up. It most of the time doesn't come from the person that you're with. It usually has been previously conditioned into your brain. So you really need to work on shadow work and figure out what you need to do so that it doesn't pollute your relationship. And express your love. Just express it. Just in whatever way. Show your affection. Speak it. Say it out loud. I mean, that could be one of the things that's coming up is maybe you are a gift buyer and maybe you don't actually say things, but every once in a while it's nice to hear I love you, or it's nice to hear, you know, how pretty someone is or how good looking they are or whatever it is. Just express your feelings. So let me see if there are any more messages that come through. Surrender to what is, flow with what is instead of fighting it. Surrender to the magic of who you are, and surrender stress. So it is what it is. You're either meant to be together before you came here, you decided that, or you're not. You picked that. There's nothing to fear. Whatever's meant for you will not pass you by. Okay? All right, Libra. See you next week.